welcome to DAW Introduction. Now, what is a DAW? I know that people say this word all the time. A DAW is a digital audio workstation, okay? So that is where people come to create their music, vocals, all these types of things that you are using to create. That's what we're using is a DAW, okay? So inside of a DAW world, there are many choices, right? But the four main ones that you may hear often include Pro Tools, Ableton Live, Logic Pro, and Fruity Loops, okay? So all those things are, you have the capabilities of making beats, recording vocals, putting effects on things, adding things to video, all this array of choices that you have using those four. So the one we're going to talk about today is Pro Tools, okay? So Pro Tools is the industry standard that most people use to record their vocals, to do mixing, mastering, and getting things sent off to distribution, okay? So Pro Tools has four different tier options, or four different commitment options is what I like to say, for someone who would like to start using their products. The first one we have is Pro Tools Intro. Now, Pro Tools Intro is free, okay? So if you want to just try your hand at Pro Tools so you can kind of get used to the user interface, see if you like using it to record your vocals, make your beats or whatever, it is free. It's a free download, Pro Tools Intro, okay? The only thing about it is you only have 8 audio and 8 MIDI tracks, okay? That's all you get is 8 audio and 8 MIDI tracks to make your song. Now, for some of you, that might be just enough. But for others, you might need a little bit more than that. So let's talk about the next tier. The next tier we have is Pro Tools Artist, okay? This one has an annual subscription and it also has a monthly subscription. But the annual subscription is just $99 a year, okay? So for about $100 a year, you get 32 audio tracks and 64 MIDI tracks, okay? So that should be enough for everybody to kind of record. You can do a little bit reverb, a little bit delay, et cetera, until you're ready to move to the next stage. Pro Tools Studio is the next level. This is what most of the studios that you may go to in your city will probably have. This comes with 512 audio tracks and 1 video track. So for those of you who are interested in using Pro Tools to kind of do like Foley sounds, or if you're doing like music videos and you want to put music and the vocals underneath your podcast, this is the area where you should start, okay? And that one comes at $299 a year. This is an annual subscription, so you pay for it once a year, and you have to pay for it till next year, okay? And the last one, the big boy, is the Pro Tools Ultimate, okay? This one comes with 2,048 audio tracks and 64 video tracks, okay? So this is the one where you can do whatever your heart desires, whatever you can dream of. You have enough capability and enough range to do the things you need to do. And that one starts at $599 a year. So you're paying for that once, and then you can use it for the whole year and then pay for it again. So with that, you have the capabilities of doing whatever you want to do, making beats, mixing, mastering, anything you think about doing creatively. Pro Tools Ultimate allows you to do that. So hopefully this has helped you guys decide on what level of Pro Tools you would like to start at. All of these things are upgradable, so once you get to Ultimate, of course, that's the last level. But if you're starting out at Pro Tools Intro and then you want to kind of just go up a level, of course, everything is upgradable, and you just have to pay the difference in the fees for each level, okay? You guys can just go to avid.com if you have any more questions about these types of things. Read up on them a little bit if you're not understanding, and then pick the best subscription that's best for you, you know? We all have to start somewhere, but if you know what you're doing, go ahead and pick the studio. That's my favorite one. I feel like that's a great medium for people to go ahead and get that they can do everything they need to do on, all right? So hopefully this has helped you guys out a little bit. Avid.com is where you can find all this information, and we will see you next time.